Hey guys, so for this video I'll be doing a quick unboxing of Yunho's and Changmin's solo albums in Japan, and then talk a little bit about my collection update for Domanshinki slash JYJ, etc. And then talk a little bit about these albums. So yeah, let me get to showing you guys what these look like. I'll go through them quite quickly, since there are unboxings of each of these, but I wanted to make like some type of commentary on the packaging. As for the size of the these albums compared to a jewel case, they're this big, so they're pretty large in size. So you get a CD and DVD and a photo book that's not attached, and I kind of dislike this detachable photo book. Well, the seller included the bag, so at least it doesn't fall out, so I guess that's what saves this packaging. But I would have preferred for the photo book to be attached so it wouldn't fall out, but I have the little baggie, so. But the pictures are very nice. I'll show you guys through it. I'll show you guys a quick look through the photo book. They're really great pictures of Yunho. He was recently released, well, from his military service, so I'm really glad that he's finally back. But I like the texture of these pages. Yeah, it's very high quality. I want to go through this quite fast since my camera is dying, and I really want to make a video about this. Yeah, but the quality of this, it's a pretty high quality in my opinion. And then this is like kind of cardboard like, and then here's one picture, another, and here's what the back looks like. Okay, I'll put this over here. And then to Changmin's solo, I'll put this back over there. Here's what the front looks like. The back looks like this has 7 songs, and Yunho's has 7 songs as well. Okay, again, same exact format, the cardboard. This also protects the photo book, so I like that. So we have the pictures of Changmin. Okay. Okay, so if you want to look at a certain photo, just pause the video. Again, I just don't want to like make a comment on every single photo because they're all great. Oops. The Polaroid. And then the credits. And yes. So the packaging is okay. Nothing like really amazing, but not horrible, decent packaging. As for the pricing of these things, it's like you either hit or miss. I bought these two for like 45 kind of each. but it just really depends if you find a good seller who, it's all depends on luck, and either you waiting, or if you're like me, I found somebody who was selling both of these, and I was like, I'm just going to get this like right now. And one of the biggest kind of, I guess, reasons why I just went ahead and bought this, because I always talked about getting these with Sana and Changmin Kwan, because I was extremely jealous that they had the solos, but I didn't, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it like hopefully soon, and then I always postponed it. And then I saw Changmin Kwan get her Changmin copy, or she showed her Changmin copy on one of her recent videos, and I was like, I'm gonna look up these albums again, because I sporadically I would look up sellers and things like that to see who was selling the albums, and then some people would even sell it for like $80 just for one of them. I'm like, okay, I'm not paying that much just for one. But then I found a decent seller, and then I just went ahead and bought them. So to get these, they're quite difficult to find at a good price, but it's just, I know a lot of people use from Japan, things like that, but yeah, so these are like Big E's albums, so they're from their Japanese fan club. Only the members can buy them, so this isn't like something you get on CD Japan or like Yes Asia. So that's, I think, in a way, because obviously I hated just having to look up all the time to find them, but I feel kind of like special to have them. Like, okay, I'm like a real Tohoshinki, Donbanshinki fan, because I have these, like, I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, but I like that exclusivity, or how exclusive it is to have these. So like, okay, you're like a hardcore fan in a way. But as for the solos, I think they're perfect. They really fit each of their individual styles. Like Yunho was a little bit more dance-based, and Changmin's was really, really showcasing his vocal ability in his solo. As for me, I like Changmin's solo the most, but every now and then I would like Yunho's. It just depends on the mood, but usually I can listen to Changmin's like any time of the day, or like but yeah, Changmin's is more my style, but Yunho's is really good as well. Which is quite the opposite, because in their solo songs that they had for Rise as God, I loved Champagne, and I also loved Rise as One, but I can just listen to Champagne on repeat. But I just love what they did not last year, 2 years ago, for their solos, for their Rise as God album, and for these. And yeah, they're rumored to make a comeback this year. I hope that it's a full-length album, not a mini. I think it'll probably be a full-length album, and that they have some great songs already like prepared. And I think they do have like the album already, ready, because they've like, usually just SM groups, they just record a lot of material, and sometimes it's never released. So I think they have like that album like ready to go, but obviously they need to prepare for like the photo shoot, like the dance and all of that. So that has to be, they have to prep up for that. So we only need to wait for Changmin. As for my collection plans for them, so I recently just decided and this is not just for Donbanshinki, and Donbanshinki is like my top of every group, along with SNSD, that I'm only going to try to get just one version of things, because as much as I would love to have every single version, it's just too expensive, and I don't have a lot of space. I really want to cut down on spending and, kind of organizing my albums in a more decent way. And this is why I never do a room tour, because my albums are all over the place. So I want to just get, like, I guess the minimum, but get a majority of their things, but only one version. And as for their, like, Japanese releases, I would, since I'm pretty sure that they're going to continue releasing music in Japan, like, frequently, like they did back then. So for that, I might just wait for the album release, and then see, to get the album, and then for the singles, I would check if I really, really enjoyed a certain song, like a B-side, and then I would get that single. So I might not get all of the singles, again, for, like, money reasons, but you never know. But that's, like, the plan as of right now, because there are, like, almost done with the whole military service, so we're just waiting on Changmin. I don't know how much they're going to promote after they get back together, but obviously I hope that they could continue to make a lot of music, because yeah. And then, as a side note, but also relating to this, JYJ, I think JYJ might not really release music as a group anymore, so Just Us is going to be, like, their last album. And the main reason is obviously, well, Junsu just enlisted, and Yuchun is rumored, or I don't know if he's confirmed or not, that he will be retiring from the whole entertainment industry, yeah. But I don't know if that's confirmed or not, but I think it's really possible, where, like, I'm almost sure that he might just retire as a whole, because his reputation was just tarnished, and I don't know, it's difficult to make, I guess, like, a comeback or, like, a turnaround for his image, because in almost every article that's published on him, the jokes and all of that, so, and yeah. So let's not really talk about negative things. So I don't think they're going to continue making music as JYJ if he retires. But obviously, I would hope that they would release music in the future. But who knows? As for I have some other things that I need to get for Donbangshinki, like Junsu's special edition of his I think third full-length album Flower, and the repackage for Jejung's WWW, which is, I think, called Makeup, and then some little things here and there. But my collection, these were like the top of the top in my list. And then I'll here and there get some other things, but I'm not going to get every single version of things. So, yeah, mainly just to save up and to, like, keep up with other groups as well. But I also put off from buying, because I was like, okay, I might buy these two albums, and these were quite expensive. So I still need to get some of the releases this year, because I don't think I even have any albums from this year yet. But we'll see. If I do, I'll make, like, a big purchase. Obviously, I'm getting, like, for sure, like, Taeyeon, G-Friend, etc., like, the ones that are on the very, very top. Other than that, yeah, my camera's about to die, so let's see what else I have to say. No, that I'm just really excited for Donbangshinki to make their Korean comeback, and obviously I love their Japanese stuff as well. And as for, like, musically, I don't even want to sound like negative Nancy, but I enjoy more of, like, Homan's material than JYJ's. So at least if they're going to continue making music, it's most likely Homan to continue than JYJ. But as solos, I really enjoy everybody. And I don't know if they're going, because they are a duo, so I don't know if they're going to release like solo albums like other SM artists. So if they do that, obviously I will support it. And I'm really, really liking these SM solos because it really reflects on the artists themselves. Like they have some type of input of what's being released. So for instance, like Super Junior's solos, I think they have fit all of the members really well. SNSD, they even made, like, even the members themselves have even commented that it's been like their own type of project. And if you, obviously I make this comment again, if you want them to continue releasing solo music for those specific members, like buy the album on iTunes physically, stream it, watch the music video, share it, etc. Because that's the only way that they're going to keep releasing music. Perfect example of this, Taemin and Taeyeon. Taeyeon released so many songs last year. This year, she released a repackaged even, which is like for first of all, for she's a female solo, and SM has not done repackaged for their artists for a very, very long time, since like BoA released Hurricane Venus and Copy and Paste, which is the repackaged song for that. So that's like, you know, she gets a lot of support, so obviously SM is going to invest more in her. But for instance, like Amber is like a really good example of this, because she's complaining of like not getting a lot of, you know, opportunities as a solo artist. It's just like people are not buying the music. So SM can invest in their artists if they're going to have revenue. So that's like one of the last things that I wanted to say, because obviously these are solo albums, but these are kind of exclusive. But for the future, if they ever release, obviously support Yunho and Changmin if you want to hear more of their solo stuff. So yeah, if you have any other questions, just comment down below. And yes, both of these albums are really good. This one's more dance based, and this one's more like R&B type of ballad, pop type of sound. So please check these out regardless, because I know they're difficult to get, but at least listen to them. And maybe if you really, really like them a lot and you're willing to spend a little bit more of what you usually spend on an album, then go ahead and get it. Yeah, but thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys on the next video.